Deadly Scotch Game Trap, Frazer vs. Taubenhaus, 1888, win in 8 moves. Imagine winning a chess game in just 8 moves, not by luck, but by pure tactical brilliance. In today's video, we're going to explore a deadly trap from the Scotch Game, Steinitz Variation, played between Frazer and Taubenhaus in 1888. This game is short, but extremely powerful. Every move has a purpose, and one wrong decision leads to total disaster. Let's break it down move by move. Move 1, e4. White starts with e4, moving the pawn from e2 to e4. This is one of the most popular opening moves in chess. It controls the center squares d5 and f5, and opens lines for the queen on d1 and the bishop on f1. White is immediately aiming for central control and fast development. Move first, black replies with e5. Black responds with e5, moving the pawn from e7 to e5. This mirrors white's idea, controlling the center and opening lines for the bishop on f8 and queen on d8. At this point, the position is balanced. Move 2, knight f3. White develops the knight from g1 to f3. This move attacks the pawn on e5, forcing black to defend it. It also helps white control the center, especially the d4 square. Move 2, black replies with knight c6. Black develops the knight from b8 to c6, defending the pawn on e5. Now black also controls the d4 square, making it harder for white to push forward easily. Move 3, moves white plays d4. White plays d4, moving the pawn from d2 to d4. This is the key idea of the Scotch game. White challenges the center immediately. Now white is attacking the pawn on e5 with both the knight on f3 and the pawn on d4. Move 3, black replies with e takes d4. Black captures with e takes d4, moving the pawn from e5 to d4. Black accepts the challenge and grabs space, but this opens lines and gives white tactical chances. Move 4, white plays knight takes d4. White recaptures with the knight from f3 to d4, capturing the pawn on d4. Now white has a knight in the center on d4, which is a very strong square. At this moment, white has better development and central control. Move 4, black replies with queen h4, critical mistake. Black plays queen h4, moving the queen from d8 to h4. This looks aggressive because it attacks the pawn on e4 and threatens a quick checkmate idea on e1. But this is actually a serious mistake. Why? Because the queen comes out too early, and it can be attacked repeatedly, losing time. Move 5, moves white plays knight c3. White develops the knight from b1 to c3. This move does 2 things. It protects the pawn on e4. It develops a piece and prepares more attacks. White ignores the queen threat calmly and continues development. Move 5, black replies with knight f6. Black develops the knight from g8 to f6. This attacks the pawn on e4 again and helps black bring more pieces into the game. However, black is already slightly behind because of the early queen move. Move 6, white plays knight f5, brilliant move. White plays knight f5, moving the knight from d4 to f5. This is a very strong attacking move. Now let's understand the idea. The knight on f5 attacks the queen on h6 and g7 squares. It also targets the g7 pawn, which is a weak point near the king. Most importantly, it forces black's queen to move again. White is gaining tempo, meaning black must react instead of developing. Move 6, black replies with queen h5. Black moves the queen from h4 to h5. The queen is now trying to stay active, but notice something important. The queen has already moved twice in the opening, while white is developing pieces rapidly. This is exactly why early queen moves are dangerous. Move 7, white plays bishop e2. White plays bishop e2, moving the bishop from f1 to e2. This is a calm but deadly move. What does it do? It attacks the queen on h5. It prepares castling. It increases development. Now black's queen is under attack again and must move. Move 7th, black replies with queen g6. Black moves the queen from h5 to g6. The queen is now trying to stay safe, while still eyeing the e4 pawn. But the queen is getting chased around the board like a target. Move 8th, white plays knight h4, game over. White plays knight h4, moving the knight from f5 to h4. This is the final blow. Let's break it down. The knight on h4 attacks the queen on g6. The queen has no safe squares. Check the queen's options. Queen g5, right arrow still attacked. Queen h5, attacked again. Queen e6, blocked and unsafe. Queen takes e4, right arrow leads to losing material quickly. Black realizes that the queen is trapped, or will be lost. And without the queen, the game is completely lost. So black resigns immediately. Key lessons from this game. 1. Don't bring your queen out too early. Black's move queen h4 looked aggressive, but it became a target. In the opening, focus on developing knights and bishops first, not the queen. 2. Develop with tempo. White kept attacking the queen while developing pieces. Knight c3. Knight f5. Bishop e2. Knight h4. Each move improved position and created a threat. Third move, knights are powerful attackers. The knight journey. f3 right arrow d4 right arrow, f5 right arrow h4. This path shows how a knight can jump into the enemy position and create chaos. 4. Time is everything in chess. While black moved the queen multiple times, white developed quickly. This gave white a massive advantage. So that's the deadly Scotch game trap from 1888. A perfect example of how one early mistake can destroy your entire position in just a few moves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Knight Gambit TV for more deadly traps and deep chess analysis. And tell me in the comments, okay, thanks, God bless everyone.